Good morning students. In the last video we have seen first two stanzas of the poem The Clothes Line. Okay, in that we have seen how the clothes on the clothes line were dancing, making noise, okay, and moving here and there. They are looking like horses, okay, and fairy tale witches. Okay, so today we will see the remaining poem. Okay, so let's start. One I saw dancing excitedly, struggling so wildly till she was free. Then, leaving pegs and clothesline behind her, she flew like a bird, and no one can find her. So, okay, we will see explanation line by line. One I saw dancing excitedly means poetess saw that one cloth on that clothesline is dancing excitedly. Okay, it it was dancing very wildly, excitedly. Okay, struggling so wildly till she was free. So it was looking like, okay, that cloth she was trying to be free, okay, and for that she was struggling. So students, whenever someone caught us, okay, then we struggle to get free. Okay, in the same way, that cloth on the clothes line, okay, she was trying to be free and she was struggling for that. Okay, so here you can see in this picture, okay, there are various clothes, okay, they are attached by the pegs, okay, to the clothes line, and the clothes were trying to be free, okay, trying to go away from that clothes line. They want to be free. So the poetess saw one cloth that was trying very hard, okay, that was struggling to be free. Then, leaving pegs and clothesline behind her, she flew like a bird and no one can find her. Okay, then what happened? Then, leaving pegs and clothesline behind her. So, pegs means pins used to secure something in place, as for example, clothes on a clothesline. So students, you must have seen the pegs means clips, okay, that are used to hang clothes on a clothesline, okay, and to be sure about they will not move, okay, due to wind. So pegs means clips of wood or plastic to attach wet clothes to the clothesline. I think you must have seen pegs, okay, or that pins, clips, okay, here you can see that these are called clips, okay. Pegs, these are used to make sure that the clothes will remain on the clothes line, okay, they will not flow with the wind. So but then, leaving pegs and clothesline behind her, she flew like a bird and no one can find her, means that one cloth is trying very hard, struggling so wildly, okay, till she was free. So she wanted, that cloth wanted to be free, so she was struggling very hard and she was succeeded in that. How? She flew like a bird, okay, leaving pegs means leaving that clips and clothesline. She flew like a bird. Here flew is past tense of flow, okay. So she flew like a bird and no one can find her, okay, means that cloth, okay, that cloth is escaped from the clothesline and it is now very hard to find that cloth because why? because the wind was very hard, okay, and that cloth was very free, and she flew like a bird, okay. So it may have been gone anywhere, okay, so no one can find her. Now we will see fourth stanza. I saw her gleam like a sail in the sun, flipping and flapping and flopping for fun. Nobody knows where she now can be, hid in a ditch or drowned in the sea. Okay, so what we learn in third stanza, that one of the cloth, okay, was trying very hard, struggling so wildly means trying very hard so that it will be free, and that cloth was succeeded in that, okay, by leaving pegs and clothesline behind. That cloth flew like a bird, okay, and no one can find that cloth. And I saw her gleam like a sail in the sun. Gleam means shining bright, okay, stream of light shining like a sail. Sail means a piece of cloth attached to the mast of a boat to catch the wind and propel it. Okay, so here I will give you example of sail. Okay, you can see here. Okay, this is sail. Okay, there are various clothes, okay, attached to the boat. Okay, they were getting wind, and according to that the boat will propel. So here the poetess is telling that cloth is looking like the sail. Here the poetess is comparing the cloth, okay, which was escaped from the clothesline. Okay, so it is looking like a sail, and whenever sun rays fall on that sail, then it looks very beautiful. Okay, in the same way, that cloth is looking like the sun rays are coming on that cloth, and it is looking like the sail. It is shining. Her gleam means it is shining. Flipping and flapping and flopping for fun. So we have seen that. What do you mean by flip, flap, flop? It is the noise produced by clothes, okay, when that moves according to the wind. So it is looking very shiny, okay, like a sail, and it is making noise of flipping, flapping and flopping for fun. Nobody knows where she now can be, hid in a ditch or drowned in the sea. So nobody knows that where that cloth now can be. Where is it? No one knows. Hid in a ditch or drowned in the sea. Hid means it is a past tense of hide. Okay, means nobody knows that cloth was hidden in a ditch or drowned in the sea. Ditch means here ditch means a narrow channel dug at the side of the road. Okay. So nobody knows that if that cloth is hidden in a ditch, okay, means that hidden in the narrow channel, okay, at the side of the road, or drowned in the sea. Drown means die through submersion, okay, submersion in or inhalation of water. So I think you know, when someone jumps into the water, okay, then if he or she don't know how to swim, then he will die due to submersion in water or due to inhalation of water. In the same way, if that cloth is drowned in the sea, then he definitely die due to inhale of water. Okay, so What poetess is telling that he saw that she saw that cloth, okay, that it was looking like a sail, okay, means like a cloth attached to the boat, okay, and it was shining bright due to sun rays, okay, coming on that, and it was making noise of flip flap flop for fun. And now nobody is knowing that where that cloth is, okay. It may be hidden in a ditch, okay, hidden in a narrow channel dug at the side of the road, or it may be drowned, means it may be died in the sea. She was my handkerchief not long ago, but she will never come back to my pocket, I know. Means, till now, the poetess was talking about her handkerchief. Okay, that cloth was her handkerchief. So handkerchief was very small. Handkerchiefs are mostly small in size. Okay, so if they flew or escaped from the clothesline, then it is very hard to find that cloth. Okay, so she was talking about her handkerchief, and that was escaped from the clothesline, okay, and she was using that till now, okay, not long ago, means she was using that, she is using that handkerchief till now, but she will never come back to my pocket. But as that was escaped from the clothesline, and nobody knows where that handkerchief was gone, so she know that handkerchief will never come back to her pocket, that she know, okay. So students, what you have learned from the whole poem, that it is a poem about clothes, okay, that were attached to the clothesline so that they will dry. And then the poetess is explaining how they are looking, how the clothes are looking on the clothesline, okay. Here in this poem, personification is used, okay, imagination is used. So here the clothes were looking like hand, they are dancing hand in hand, and they are moving here and there, and they are making noise of flip flap flop. They are looking like small creatures, small animals, and the clothes were looking as white as snow, as clean as snow. Also, the clothes are like the restless horses, okay, and they are dancing in a playful manner, okay, and they are jumping like the horse. Also, they are dancing very wildly as the fairy tale witches, okay, and due to wind, they are looking like rounded in front and but hollow behind. And the wind in the march is very pleasant, okay, and very cool. So the clothes were shivering, okay, means shaking, okay, due to that wind. And one of that clothes, that is handkerchief, okay, was very excitedly trying to escape from that clothesline, okay. It was struggling very hard, that handkerchief was struggling very hard so that it will be free, and that handkerchief was successful in that, okay. She left that pegs and clothesline behind her, okay, and she flew like bird. As you know, handkerchief is very small, okay, so it was very difficult to find that, and it was looking like a sail, okay, in the sun. It was shining bright like the sail, and again it was making noise of flip flap flop, okay, and nobody knows that where that handkerchief was gone. It may be hidden in a narrow channel dug at the end of the road or side of the road, or it may be died in the sea. And now the poetess know that her handkerchief will never come back to his pocket. Okay, so you got it. So this is all about the poem The Clothes Line. Okay, thank you.